Snowing out here, so the winter beard's in full effect. Right, 2021. Again, you'll have to excuse the glasses. They're not even mine, they're my flatmates. They're quite a funky pair. Unfortunately, mine are a little bit smashed. I did that on my last camping trip. But I've got an idea for these. They're going to be all fixed and brand new, and I think possibly a Ray-Ban world first, but we'll get to that in the next video. Until then, I'm wearing these. And the reason is because the problem with my eye is still going on, and nobody wants to see that. I was going to make a video on last year, but it didn't quite seem right. For many people, for most people, it was quite a rubbish year. For some people I know, it was the best year of their life. And they've set their life in a new direction. But for other people I know, especially a close friend, they've lost someone very important to them this year. So let's just say 2020 is a year no one's going to forget. So with that being said, plans for 2021. This year started off quite calmly for me. I haven't taken my camera out anywhere. I just want to do a little bit of walking in the snow, just because it was quite nice. But I did take my drone to test out a new feature on it. I did take my camera out, and I got these beautiful shots of how beautiful Derbyshire can be when the snow hits. Quite cold, but it was definitely worth going out. I recommend Padley Gorge to anyone at any time of year. Just happened to be I was there at the perfect time the other day. So this year, what are my plans? Well, to be honest, it's just a continuation of what my plans were last year. I started this channel called Dave Does a Thing, purely because for the last 10 years of my life, I've had a list of things that I want to do that's been keeping growing and growing and growing, more things being added to it almost on a daily basis. And I started this channel to do all those things. But last year put a halt on that with lockdowns and travel restrictions, meaning that a lot of the things I wanted to do, I couldn't do. So it might have been, I mean, it should have been called Dave Doesn't Do a Thing last year, but it's a new year, it's a new start, so let's start fresh. The plan still is on the 1st of March to go on this walk. Yes, it's been moved from walking from Sheffield to Spain to walking from Land's End to John O'Groats. I moved it back to the 1st of March because I thought all of this stuff would have blown over. But at the moment, it's still getting worse and worse and worse. And at 8 PM tonight, there is an announcement. Depends what that is. It depends what my next couple of weeks looks like. The idea was to go out in the hills every single day. I need to get fit for this walk that's happening in just less than 2 months' time. Last year, I lost 1.5 stones and I was well on my way to getting in fit shape. And it seems like since the lockdown in November was announced, I've just put all that weight back on. So yeah, the plan is to go out walking and hiking every day. Unless Boris says otherwise tonight, in which case this channel is going to be a lot of videos of me skipping indoors. I've also got some new things that I need to try out. I've got a new backpack. Obviously mine broke when I was doing my last hike, so I've upgraded. But more onto that in that video. I've got a new sleeping bag because mine was freezing when I went out, and it came to the realization I actually bought that sleeping bag for the Duke of Edinburgh Award when I was 16 in school. That was more than half a lifetime ago. That's a worrying thought. Also in the next week or so, hopefully when the snow clears a little bit, I'm going to do an actual review on my tent. I did a tent review, or what was called a tent review, reviewing my new Alp Kit Ordos 2. Unfortunately my camera broke when I was reviewing it, and I only had clips of me actually walking to the campsite and me waking up. But for some reason I still called it a review of the Alp Kit Ordos 2, and that video had more than 10 times my usual amount of views. So I'm actually going to do a proper review of it now. 1st of March, we got the walk. That should take between 2 to 3 months. And then after that, I have a full list, which I'll put up again, of all the things I've always dreamt of doing. Such as little things like jet skiing and a trip to Monaco and driving a car at 200 miles an hour, all the way to lavish things like living in a different non-English speaking country for a year. And I still don't know how I'm going to race Lewis Hamilton, but yeah, if you don't try, you won't get. There are a few other bits and bobs, but yeah, for the last couple of weeks I've just been taking a step back from everything. Not that I had much to take a step back from, since this year I've actually had more days off than I've worked, which is the first, and I'm sure a lot of people are in the same boat. But yeah, let's hope that 2021 is just a little bit calmer. Happy New Year, everyone. Peace!